Writing. Oh, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kamai, and this is AKamaiChats. I am feeling great today. I got my updo. I got my earrings from my favorite person in the world. My eye makeup is on point. I get a lot of comments on that. I really love my eye makeup, and I have a lot of eye palettes, eye colors, right? So I like experimenting with color. I'm like a visual person. I'm a creative person, so check it out. Anyways, I'm super excited you're here today. I'm going to be talking about work-life balance. And I have a lot of experience in this because I'm like the balls to the wall kind of girl. I've always has been. I'm like a type A personality. I'm like kind of a lot for some people, but it is what it is because, that's just me. But yeah, so I'm feeling good today because it's Friday. It's Friday. I love Fridays. I never used to like Fridays. In fact, I used to think like, what's the big deal? It's Friday. I'm going to be working tomorrow anyway, working through the weekend. There's a point in my life where I worked literally 7 days a week. I had, I had my full-time job, and then sometimes that job had me working on the weekends, for events for my clients. They were fun, don't let me fool you. It was fun, but it was still, an obligation on the weekend when I could have been relaxing or doing something fun with my family. I used to take my kids along with me to my remotes, and they had a lot of fun. My daughter loved being the prize girl. She'd get on stage and give out prizes. So there's that. But, I used to work all the way through the weekend. And so I used to think like Fridays were like, it's just another day. What's the big deal? But it is Aloha Friday. And I love Fridays now because I made some changes in my life and how I organize my week so that I can have a lighter day on Friday, and so that I can actually take time off on the weekend. What a concept. You need to rest and refresh yourself so that on Monday, when you go back to work and you go back to your business, go back to your job, that you are refreshed and you can, just take on the week with gusto. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is work-life balance. So when you're starting your new business, you're going to be very excited. You're going to want to work every day and, have at it, baby. But at some point, you're going to have to let your foot off the gas and kind of cruise into the weekend because you need that time to rejuvenate. All right. So what does work-life balance mean? It's kind of a new thing, right? Back in olden times, like in the 70s, for you young whippersnappers that are watching my videos. It's kind of like you unless you like were balls to the wall and work through the weekend, you weren't like really a serious business owner. But today our life is so stressful and so busy and just so fragmented that you really do need that time to take off and relax and spend some time with your family, your friends, your loved one, your cats, if that's the case, whatever. But you need to spend some time, some me time. Okay. So work-life balance is just that, is balancing your work and having a life, because when your work becomes your life and you don't have work anymore, this happens with a lot of people who, before, people used to spend like 20, 30, 40 years at the same job. You talk to millennials today, they're like, what does that even mean? That sounds like torture. But that's how it used to be. You just did the grind. You go to work, 5 days a week, and then you just do it. And next thing you know, it's like 40 years later and you're retired. So if your work becomes your life and you're not working anymore, you have a sense of emptiness because you just don't have that thing anymore. So if you spend, when you're at work, you focus on your job. And then on the weekends, you focus on yourself and the things that you care about. So that's what it is like today. More people are more cognizant of your, taking care of your psyche, right? And taking care of, call it self-care. Okay, that's what I call it nowadays, but that's what it is. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm super excited about it because I feel like I've finally, at this ripe old age of fill in the blank, because I'm not telling you, I finally figured out that you have a more happy, more fulfilling life if you balance out, all of the things that are important to you, because your job, your business is important to you. And so are the people that you love. Right. So let's get into it and let's talk about that. So work-life balance, it's like you can like, I'm a goal setter and I'm a goal crusher as well. And so if you structure your week so that you can hit all of your benchmarks, like I've been doing this a long time, so I know how much work I can get done in a week, and I don't over over project what I can accomplish in a week. And you'll get to that point too, but you got to prioritize everything so that you can make sure that you hit all of your goals during the week. And I even break it down to, okay, what do I need to get done today? What do I need to get done by Wednesday? And what do I need to get done by Friday? So you have all of these mini goals built into your overall goal for what you want to take care of during the week. So you don't have to go relentless. That was a time in my career, and I talked about it before when I was like in a multi-level marketing company. They call it going relentless, and they were like, you're not serious unless you go relentless. So I was literally working 7 days a week, like from sunrise to I went to sleep, like and that equals burnout. If you are working too much, like let's say you started your new business, right? And one of my clients, I just saw him at a networking meeting yesterday. He was talking about, in his first year of business, he just reached his first benchmark of his first year. And he was saying that, for the first, like, I think he said like 4 to 6 months, he never took a day off. But sometimes you got to do that, right? You have to take care of your little baby until it can start crawling, and then it can start walking, right? And that's the sacrifice that you make as a business owner. And that's in the beginning, and that's understandable. You're very excited about your new business, and you want to like crush all your goals, and you want to do all the things. So go ahead and do that, but just know that that's not sustainable. At some point, if you plan your business out properly, you can build that into your goals and your plan for the whole year. Is you work relentlessly on your business for like the first however many months, or a year or whatever, but then eventually you've got to learn to delegate or let go of stuff, right? So that other people can help you and ask for help. And even if you are an individual business owner, you can ask for help. You don't have to hire people, but maybe you can ask, when you do your networking, right? So let's go back to that. You could do some networking, and you make a bunch of friends, and people who have similar businesses, you reach out for help, because you can't do it all yourself, right? So you maybe eventually get a bookkeeper, take some of that off of your plate. And you can get a bookkeeper doesn't need to be working for you full time. They can check your books once a month. Right. So, and by the way, go get some QuickBooks and learn how to use it. There's a lot of videos out there. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but QuickBooks is a great way to keep all of your business transactions organized. So, avoid burnout, because it is unsustainable. This relentless working hard every day, 7 days a week, is not sustainable. It is for a period of time, but afterwards you're going to burn out, and you don't want to end up hating the thing that you love. All right. So, yeah, it's like you love, you do your business. Let's say you're doing, let me give you an example. I can't think of anything, but if you're, because I was thinking about sewing, like you're going to be sewing. No, you're not going to be sewing, or maybe you will be. I don't know. When I had my pot holder, my kitchen towel business, I was working 7 days a week, but not on the pot holders, but I was doing that on the weekends. But, you can't keep doing that thing, because you're going to eventually hate doing it. Like, let's just say sewing, right? So let's say you have a goal of, you want to make $1,000 potholders this week, and you just keep going, you're going to hate doing it. Just the thought of getting up like, I don't want to make not one more potholder or I'm going to lose my mind. Then you're going to lose that passion for your hobby or the thing that you love. So protect that, because that's the reason why you started your business, is whatever it is that you're passionate about. Protect that, because you don't want to end up, with resentment regarding your own passion. Okay. So, take breaks. You have to take breaks. I take breaks, and I could sit at my desk all day and just work so that I can make sure I, like, hitting all the checking all the boxes. I'm a box checker. Check all the boxes, because sister is getting her stuff done today. But I always take breaks, because if I'm sitting on my chair like all day, like I am right now, my back starts to hurt. And then I won't be able to sit down. It hurts so bad that I can't sit down. So I take breaks about an hour. Every hour I go and go get something to drink, go get some water, go get a snack. I take a break and walk around and make some phone calls just so that I can get my back a break. So take breaks while you're organizing your work. Build breaks into it. Take time for lunch. Don't be sitting at your desk doing the thing and eating your lunch, because you need to give yourself a mental break as well, because that is really good for your mental health. Take a break from that thing, and then you come back to your desk and you're all refreshed. Your desk or your sewing machine or whatever it is that you're doing, woodworking. I don't want to always talk about chick stuff, but the woodworking, or like the weed whacker guy. It has recently come to my attention that the rest of the world doesn't call it a weed whacker. The thing that you whack the weeds. It's not called a weed whacker. I don't even know. What do you guys call it? A weed trimmer? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So take a break from whatever you're doing. I love to take a break because I'm a very social person. I work at home by myself. I have my dogs, and one of them is begging to come out of the room right now. So I might have to take a little pause for the cause. But I love going to lunch. So I will call the treasure trove of friends that I have here in Vegas. Now, I have to say that it's taken me quite a while. I've been here for 5.5 years now, but I do have quite a nice collection of friends. I call them collection, but I do have a nice, group of friends that I can call on. And sometimes it's hard, because we're all individual business owners, and it's hard to like, hey, how you doing? Drop what you're doing and pay attention to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love to go and schedule lunch with somebody. And I'm going to call one of my friends because I'm feeling cute today. I don't want to waste this on myself in these four walls. Okay. Let's just be honest. So take some breaks. Time management. Be very organized. I'm an organized person. I've become an organized person because I want to get a lot of stuff done. Right. And I'm an individual business owner. If I want to grow my business and make more money, like I'm trying to buy a house, I've been saying that I'm trying to buy a house forever. And, speak it into existence. I am buying a house. I super am. In order for me to do that, I have to, build my business, bring in more clients, bring in more revenue, so in order to do that, I got to be super organized, because the busier you get, the more chaotic things get. And if you keep your business organized in the beginning, it's easier to scale. So just remember that, right? So when you're starting your little business, no matter what kind of business it is, be organized, including all your files on your computer, your desk, how you organize papers or your notebooks or all the tools that you use for your business. Keep everything organized, because that is the only way you're going to learn how to scale and do it faster. So I'm going to have a little story for you. Once upon a time, when I was a tiny little baby, I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job. And I still, I've been very fortunate, and I've maintained relationships with my friends from like small kid time all the way up to now. And I'm still really good friends with a lot of my McDonald friends. There she is. All right, hang on. I'll be back. So anyway, what had happened was I had to let my dog out. So where was I? I was talking about McDonald's. Okay, so um back in olden times when I was like a little baby, I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job. And back then when I first started, this is going to sound really archaic, but we didn't have computers, right? I didn't really, when I started, we didn't have the computers yet, or they were just getting ready to, where they punch the buttons. It's like super different now, but um, we used to have to write all of our orders on a tab on a piece of paper where it was like they had all the check boxes for all the like Big Macs and whatever. And so back then, McDonald's was the first one to do this. We had to put our order together in a minute, in under a minute. And prior to that, like there wasn't too many fast food. They had a lot of like little diners and drive-ins and stuff like that. But McDonald's was the first fast food company to have a very organized system so that they could get their orders out in under a minute. And they used to time us, right? They had a little stopwatch and they would time us. And the reason why they could get the orders out in under a minute is because they had a very specific system in order in which to put together the orders. You put the drink first, and then you go get the burgers, and then you get the fries, right? And then if they had a shake, the shake, I can't remember which order the shake was in, because you don't want it to melt, but you want to keep your items hot as long as possible. So that's why you had to do it in this particular order. And once you memorize the order, you can do it faster and faster and faster. And, they timed it. And they had this competition. Actually, I was part of the competition at one time. It was called the All-American. Do you old fogies, do you remember that? The All-American McDonald's competition. So it was like the best of the best. They had the people who were on the front line. They had the people in the back on the grill. And then I forget what they call that, backup. I think it was called backup, where they work the fryers and, like for the filet fish and stuff. But there was a competition. And so McDonald's was the first one to get people trained on getting your order in under a minute. And then pretty soon people became very impatient. I'm like, what do you mean it's not ready? It's not ready in a minute, And so I think that was the beginning of us becoming very impatient as a society. So it's all McDonald's fault. You can blame them. Anyway, so the reason why I bring up this little story is because when you have a system in your business and you stay very organized, then you can do the things faster and faster and faster, because it's almost kind of like rote repetition, right? When you memorize something, and you can do it faster. So that's my thing, is stay organized, and make sure that you're, as far as organization, organize your time too. Okay. So make sure you plan out your day and get all your things done in a orderly fashion, so that you can, take off for the weekend, right? Because that's what this conversation is all about. Be kind to yourself. Okay. This is a big one. So a lot of times I think as small business owners or entrepreneurs, we're driven and we have these big goals and these big things we want to accomplish. And when we don't accomplish them, we kind of beat ourselves up, like, damn it, what could I have done better? And you blamed people, whatever. But be kind to yourself, because we are human beings and things happen, stuff happens, right? It's like you want to do this huge project this week, and you want to get all these things done. And then the universe throws things your way, like you wake up with a headache, or you're not feeling good, or your car, you got a flat tire, you got all of these roadblocks that prevent you from hitting your goals. Sometimes, like a lot of times it's just not on you. So don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself and just say, okay, well, I guess I just have to readjust my goal, or I have to, reorganize my day, reprioritize. Prioritizing is super, super important. The word is important. Okay. So, yeah, it's really important to, readjust and and prioritize. Prioritization in your small business is, number one, especially in order for you to stay organized, manage your time, and accomplish your goals. You got to prioritize your tasks. Don't be like, I do a lot of stuff on Facebook because I have clients that, we manage their social media, and we also run ads for them, and we've got to go and get rid of all the spammy messages. Thank you very much. What is that? And nowadays, and it's sending you warning, Facebook is going to shut down your account because you have violated their code of ethics. No, I didn't. So just go away, Mr. from another country who has a stupid, like, generic name. Anyways, so I spend a lot of time on social media doing those things, right? Doing my work stuff. But it could be very tempting because I got to log into my personal page before I can log into my clients' pages. And it's very, very tempting to like scroll in your feed, like, oh, watch this video. Like, really, that's making the best use of your time? It is not. So you have to prioritize your work and stay focused on your tasks so that you can take the breaks, so you can go and have your nice lunch date, and you can do fun things with your grandson on the weekend. I'm super excited. I'm going to go get my boy this weekend. I get him every weekend. Thank you very much. I'm super grateful to my daughter and her husband for allowing me to steal away my little one on the weekends so we can have, Willie and Tutu time. Yay. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, if your goals are too aggressive, I've been doing this a while, so oh my stars. Okay, what was I saying? No, I don't even remember. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, I look at my checklist of points I wanted to mention. Oh, and you know what? If you like what I'm talking about today, if you like it so far, could you please leave a comment and say, "Hey, I like this," or "I love this," or "I didn't like it," whatever. Leave a comment for me if you would, because that would be fun. I haven't had any comments on any of my videos yet. I'm very lonely. So yeah, please leave a like and subscribe if you will. So anyway, let me get back on task. Right. So you're doing all these things to keep organized so that you can hit all your goals, so you can take the weekend off, because rest and relaxation is very, very important for the human psyche. So let's say you want to take a vacation. I had not, I was like going relentless and all this kind of stuff. Like I said, I worked for the multi-level marketing company for 5 years. I did not take a vacation in 5 years. I worked 7 days a week, not like every single week, but like for a long time. I would go, they call it 30-day relentless. So I did that a lot. Like one whole month, you work for one whole month straight, like from morning till you go to bed. Like I did that. And I suffered from burnout. So you should plan a vacation, because you do need that, right? You need your respite on the weekend. Respite. You need your rest on the weekend, but you also need to take time where you don't like put your phone down while you're on vacation. I'm guilty of that. I think we all are. You pick up your phone because you want to take pictures and you want to share stuff on Facebook and whatever, Instagram, you want to make some reels, some TikToks, what have you. But don't just put your work aside for your vacation. So in order to plan, excuse me, in order to plan for vacation, you have to do exactly that. You've got to, like double up on your work so that you can take off. And then when you get back from your vacation, just know that you got to play catch up, right? So if you're organized and you plan it out properly, you can take like a nice, like a 1 week vacation. Taking a 2 week vacation, that would take a lot more planning, or you might have to take your laptop with you to like do some stuff in between so that you're not inundated when you get back. Or, if your business is growing, you have a staff, you're very lucky. So anyways, plan out your vacation and, like I said, double up on your work. So, and if you are able to schedule things out, like if you do have a YouTube channel, you can schedule your videos to air while you're gone. Like for me, the social media stuff, we can schedule them out for like 3 weeks so that we can take some time off. But you get the idea. Take a vacation at least once a year, please. And so you can be rejuvenated and just be in love with your business all over again. All right. And then finally, what I love to do is I like to do half days on Friday. So I bust my ass all week long, getting all the things done so that I can kind of let my foot off the gas on Friday afternoon. I love to go shopping. Who doesn't? Besides, I mean, let's just be honest. This top is on point, isn't it? I love it. And so, I like to go shopping and try things on. And, I don't want to do it during the week because then it gets in the way of me hitting my goals. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Yeah, so I like taking off on Friday afternoons, or even just like having a late day. And you can call it Aloha Fridays because that's what we do on Aloha Friday. We wear our, our Aloha print clothes, and we just have a little bit more of a relaxing work day. People call it Casual Friday, but be that person in your office and call it Aloha Friday, right? Because you're saying aloha to the week. Bye, Kanani. I'm going to have a good time on the weekend. So to wrap things up, we talked about work-life balance, right? Doing all your work, but staying organized and stay focused on your goal, but be kind to yourself. Take some time off, take breaks, go to lunch, and, take a Aloha Friday, do half days, or a casual Friday, a casual day on Friday. But I would love to start a thing and everybody call it Aloha Friday. Say aloha to the week. Bye-bye. I'm done with you. I'm ready for the weekend. Anyway, so that's what I had to share today. I'm going to do some new things with my videos because I'm learning how to edit. If you're following me, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm getting better at the editing, and I'm going to put a commercial in between and, some fun things. So I hope you are enjoying yourself because I certainly am. And I hope that you've garnered a few nuggets from what I had to share today to help you make your business better and to take care of yourself better so that you can hit all of your goals, make all of the money, and have some time to enjoy it. Okay, so that's it for me. My name is Annie Kamai. This is AKamaiChats. I am super happy that you are here today and that you've watched my video all the way to the end. I say that every time, and I wish you would watch it all the way to the end every time because that would be super awesome. All right, so I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.